So let's start with epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissues. And to start with epithelia, epithelial tissues can be broadly classified as covering epithelia and one is called glandular epithelia. And covering epithelia can be classified as or can be grouped into simple epithelia and compound epithelia. So it can be classified as simple epithelia and one is called compound, also called stratified epithelia. So in this section we will start with this covering epithelia only. Later on we will discuss about glandular epithelia. And what are that the simple epithelia and compound epithelia? If we talk about the very basic difference between these tissues, what is that? Suppose there is a non-cellular layer called basement membrane. Suppose this is a membrane that is a non-cellular layer. This is called basement membrane. And above that basement membrane, there is group of cells present in single layer. A single layer of cells situated above the basement membrane. This is simply called simple epithelia. So simple epithelia generally contains a single layer of cells situated above the basement membrane, or we can say the membrane that support the single layer of cells is present in simple epithelia. And similarly, if we talk about compound epithelia, basement membrane is common in both the part, but it contains more than one layer of cells present above the basement membrane. So the basic difference between simple and compound epithelia is the layering of cells, single layer of cells and multiple layer of cells. That's right. And if you see the compound epithelia, we can see there is a bottom layer that is called basal layer and one is called apical layer. So this is the part of apical layer of compound epithelia, and this is the part of basal layer of compound epithelia. But in the simple epithelia, because of single layer of cells, we cannot differentiate that kind of structure like apical and basal. And remember, basement membrane is present in both kind of epithelia. And one most important point of these epithelia are, if we talk about the general characteristic, of both kind of epithelia, and what is that? So first of all, let's see the general characteristic of both kind of epithelia, and after that we will discuss about different type of simple and compound epithelia. So let's discuss about the general property of या general characteristic of all kind of epithelia. So the most common general characteristic of simple and compound epithelia is, the first one is called the presence of non-cellular membranous basement membrane. Suppose this is the basement membrane, and above the basement membrane these are the cells. And remember, below the basement membrane these are underlying connective tissues. So this is the underlying connective tissue, and this is the basement membrane. And remember, if you magnify the structure of basement membrane, this basement membrane further contains two different layers. The upper layer is called basal lamina, and the lower layer is called reticular lamina. And one thing is very important here. The basal lamina is secreted by, basal lamina contains the collagen fibers, the laminin proteins, and this basal lamina is secreted by epithelial cells only. These epithelial cells secrete the basal lamina, and basal lamina is a fibrous structure, contains collagen fibers as well as the laminin proteins. So remember, basal lamina is secreted by the epithelial cells only, and the reticular lamina also contains fibrous protein, and that fibrous protein is secreted by the underlying connective tissues. So reticular lamina contains fibrous protein, and that is secreted by underlying connective tissues. So basement membrane is not fully synthesized by epithelial cells. The part of basement membrane is formed by the epithelial cells along with the underlying connective tissues. Remember, basement membrane consists of two different layers. One is called basal lamina and one is called reticular lamina. That's fine. Now above the basement membrane, these are the cells that may arrange in single line or multiple line. And remember, if you talk about the space between these two cells, suppose that the space between the two cells, that is called extracellular space, that extracellular space is very, very less in the part of epithelial tissues, and that extracellular space contains very poor amount of extracellular substances. That's fine. This space contains very poor amount of extracellular substance. So the basic property of epithelia: first, the presence of basement membrane; the second, very less amount of extracellular substances; and the third point, the exposed surface area, or we can say the apical membrane, the apical layer of epithelia. That is the apical layer, if we talk about the simple part, or if it is compound part. This apical layer, or the exposed, the upper area of the epithelial tissues, the exposed membrane or the exposed part of epithelial tissues, it always either face towards the external environment, like our skin. Above the skin, there is compound epithelia, and that face towards external environment, or the part of simple epithelia that is present in our blood vessels also. So the apical layer of the epithelia, here is apical and here is apical. This apical layer of epithelia either face towards the external environment or towards the inner body fluid. Remember, the apical membrane or apical layer of epithelia it face towards, or it is towards the external environment and or towards the inner body fluids. Like compound epithelia is facing the external environment, and are the simple epithelia like squamous epithelia that lines the inner part of blood vessels, and that's why that layer will face towards the blood only. So we can say that is facing towards the inner body fluid. That's fine. So that is the first, second and third. The fourth point that is common in both: epithelial tissues are highly avascular. Remember the term, epithelial tissues are highly avascular. It means they don't have blood supply. So if the epithelia is without blood vessel, how the epithelial cells get their nutrition, get their oxygen? So answer is that, the underlying part of epithelial tissues are connective tissues, and we know that connective tissues. So as we know that underlying connective tissues are highly vascular, so that the blood vessel that are present in the underlying connective tissues, from that area blood diffuses towards the epithelial cells. It means the basement membrane is not impermeable for the required substances like the nutrients, like the gaseous part. So from the underlying blood vessel, blood can diffuse and reaches to the upper part of epithelial cells. So epithelial tissues are avascular, but they got their blood supply with the underlying connective tissues, because connective tissues are highly vascular. That's right. So remember, tissues are highly avascular. Epithelial tissues are highly avascular. And number 5 point is epithelial tissues are not very much innervated with the nerve fibers. So epithelial tissues are poorly supplied with the nerve fibers. Poorly supplied with nerve fibers. So these are the basic properties that are associated with both simple and compound epithelia. That's fine. Now we will see the types of simple epithelia, their location and their function. So let's start with the type, location and the function of simple epithelia.